people of taste. Today I'll show you how I like to mix my toms that they sound thick. The first thing I always do is cut out everything when they're not playing. It's a little bit more work than a gate, but it's a hell of a lot cleaner, and I think it's definitely worth it. In the end you'll still get a little bit of bleed. I'll just show you the raw recordings, like mainly on the floor tom. You can still hear a little bit of the cymbal bleed there, which is why I first do this trick I learned actually for the snare, but it also works here, where I just basically expand the high end for the attack. So the attack comes through and then it cuts it out again to cut out the bleed. If you listen, the hit almost sounds the same, but the cymbals are almost gone. And the easiest way to get thick sounding toms is to get a good recording. These are just the toms raw from the recording with the edited cymbal bleed out, sounding already pretty good. But this kind of mixing trick I did works for almost all the toms. It just works better if they already sound kind of the way you want them from the recording. And it's almost the same for both toms, just a little bit adjusted to if they're the high or the lower one. Basically the first thing I do is cut out the body so they sound fatter from the low end and still snappy with the attack, but getting rid of all that body that makes them sound hollow. It's basically a trick that in metal is very often used, especially for the kick and snare as well. Then some basic compression to give them more attack, so they snap more, which is important because here's the trick that I've never seen someone else use. I just put a bass cabinet plugin over it. It makes them sound way bigger. It also comes with the pedal with a little bit EQ, but you can do that with any EQ. The main part is the cabinet. You can probably also reamp it with a real one, but this works way easier, and I've never used something from Neural DSP that doesn't sound amazing. Not sponsored, sadly. But yeah, you can give it a try. Probably you can use any kind of bass cabinet plugin, and the idea is split it into the low end and the high end with the mics here, and to give it that really big feeling like a bass, but on the toms, but still keep the attack from the drum hits. And it works really well with this, and it's almost the basic settings, just tweaked it a little bit so it fits better. And then in the end, because it gives so much more volume and bass, I added some more transients so they hit through more, and then you can hear it again in the whole mix.